Yance with Asheville Brain Training, and I wanted to talk to you about the audio-visual entrainment system that we use today. The main event that happens here at Asheville Brain Training is certainly the neurofeedback. That's where the brain gets feedback as to when it's working better and creates new connections and new pathways to support better function in the exact way that that brain could be working better, which we identify from a brain map. We also do 4 or 5 different adjuncts to help that process work better, often done before the neurofeedback session. Audio-visual entrainment is one of those adjuncts that we use that we find helps the outcomes over time with the neurofeedback plan. We use the David Delight system. It's a company out of Canada. And audio-visual entrainment means that we're utilizing photic flashing glasses, so we would never do this with anybody with a history of seizures. It's pretty much our only contraindication here. But flashing glasses and binaural beat headphones, you may have heard of these. The audio-visual entrainment through the optic nerve and through the auditory nerves introduces a frequency that the brain kind of moves toward. That's what entrainment means. You may know from physics, if you ever had that, tuning forks. If you have 10 tuning forks over here at different frequencies and one at say 128 hertz, and you do this to that one frequency, only the one that matches that frequency over there will start vibrating as the sound waves travel. So that process of entrainment is what we're utilizing here by introducing frequencies to the brain that the brain kind of tries to match. And so depending on what the neurofeedback session is going to look like determines what frequency that we're inputting. So that's something we use a lot with kids with focus and attention trouble and other things as well. But that's why we have the audio-visual entrainment unit. It's a good standalone thing. The thing to keep in mind is it's, the manufacturer would say differently, but it doesn't really create neuroplasticity in the way that neurofeedback does. You're not actually creating new connections. You're reliant on that input to elicit that response from the brain, which is really good right before a neurofeedback session. I often equate it to stretching before you exercise. I'm Dr. Jojo Yance with Asheville Brain Training. If you ever have any questions, I love to answer them and dialogue about the things that we do here. And if you're not near one of our offices, give me a call and I hope you find somebody near.